So hi, this is the Devops mock interview day 43. We have already discussed 42 mock interviews. If anyone watching this video on YouTube, right, you can check out the playlist section. So I will just show you. You can go to YouTube, search for Devops Easy. Okay. Once you enter Devops Easy, you will get my channel. So go to playlist section. So you can find the playlist for Kubernetes, right? And for Docker, for Jenkins. For AWS also is there. Let's discuss about DevOps itself. So if you go through this Kubernetes interview question, right, this 5 is more than enough to crack any interview. If they ask any questions on Kubernetes, don't forget follow that playlist. For Docker also, there is a playlist, right? This 4 videos is enough to crack any interview related to Docker. For Jenkins also, this 6 is more than enough to crack any interview on Jenkins. Today we will discuss about Terraform. Like this, for Terraform also, we will be having 5 mock interviews, right? 4 to 5 mock interviews, same like this. And I will create a new playlist for Terraform as well. Okay, so let's wait for people to join. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the people to join. So no one is participating in the mock interviews, so I need to request them to join this mock interview. So I'm just requesting all. So if you want this to continue this mock interviews, definitely you need to like this video. If I get at least 50 likes, right, I do get motivation to ask people, because I need to convince people to get into the mock interview, because everyone will get fear of mock, right? I am just trying my best for you. So liking this video will not do any harm for you, right? It will recommend to more people. So for you it will be helpful. For others also it will reach, so that they will also utilized. Okay, please don't forget to like. Yeah, hi Ankit.
Yeah, hi.
So shall we start the mock interview?
Yes.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself?
Uh, okay. Thank you for taking time to meet with me today. Uh, my name is Ankit. I have 4.5 years of experience, especially in AWS and DevOps, and a total of 5.9 years in the IT field. In my current role, I have been extensively using various tools and technologies that are pivotal to DevOps. For version control, I have hands-on experience with Git and GitHub, ensuring efficient code management and collaboration. For continuous integration and deployment, I leverage Jenkins to automate and streamline the build and deployment process. In terms of configuration management, I utilize Ansible to automate the configuration management across different environments. For containerization, I work with Docker to create and manage containers, and I use Kubernetes for orchestrating these containers in scalable, efficient manner. My infrastructure management is driven by Terraform, allowing me to define and provision infrastructure through code. My application deployment, I have experience with Tomcat and as application server. Lastly, I monitor and visualize application performance and system health checks using Prometheus and Grafana, which, which helps in proactive issue resolution and performance tuning. I'm excited about this opportunity to bring my expertise to your team and contribute to delivering robust and scalable solutions. This is all about me. Thank you.
Okay, so super Ankit, your introduction was smooth and nice, but still you can like speak little bit fast and confidently. You are telling everything perfectly. Damn sure you are perfect in whatever you are delivering. I'm happy with it. If you can able to speak little bit fast, and just it should be, you need to speak it confidently and little bit loud. That's it. Everything
Okay,
is
sure.
perfect. I'm too much
Okay, thank
impressed
you.
with your introduction, but this one, if you improve, right, it will be next level.
Yes.
You will
Okay,
easily
sure.
crack first round interviews, even second round as well. Okay, I don't know the technical part, but introduction part, I'm happy. Technical part, definitely you will answer that, but introduction part, right? So first impression is the best impression. So definitely you will impress the interviewer wherever you go for the interview. I can tell that because no one was like can able to speak like this. So you are speaking, but only you need to little bit fast. Not go. You are perfect. Just few seconds if you speak fast. So starting you are speaking confidently, but slowly, right? If you are coming to end, right, you it will be little bit like down. Not I'm not telling completely down, little bit. That's it.
Okay, sure.
And yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much, Ankit. So let's give a chance for Abhishek. Yeah, Abhishek, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, myself Abhishek with 5 years of experience in this field. So I am well versed in tools like Terraform for infrastructure support and Kubernetes for container orchestration and Docker for containerization. And also coming to CI/CD part, currently I'm using Jenkins in my organization. And for version control, I'm using Git. So this is all about me. Thanks.
Okay, your voice was a little bit low, Abhishek, and you are just. It is not like introduction. You are just telling it fastly. Okay, Ankit, do you agree with me?
Yes, I agree. He's a little bit faster.
And you are completing this introduction in hurry way, and so it will not impress. You need to like, for suppose if they are taking interview for 30 minutes, right? You need to rule that interview. If you want to rule that interview, you need to eat the time. So if you want to eat that time, you need to give some like more time for the introduction. Then you will rule that interview. So if you are completing introduction but within less than 30 seconds, so they will try to play with you. Getting my point? So I hope you have a script. I don't know if you have a script, right? You can utilize that script for the introduction part. So Aniseti, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you given this opportunity. My name is Aniseti, a DevOps engineer with 5 years of experience, currently working 3Tech Software Private Limited in Kondapur, Hyderabad. My skill set including extensive expertise in AWS for cloud infrastructure management and Git for version control. I'm well versed in continuous integration and deployment using Jenkins, along with build automation through Maven. I have experience with code quality and security tools like SonarQube has JFrog has well configuration management using Ansible. In the realm of Docker containerization, I work with Kubernetes for orchestrating and scaling application. My proficient infrastructure code through my use of Terraform. Additional, I'm skilled in shell scripting to automate tasks and utilize Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring and visualization. My background equip me drive efficient and reliable DevOps practice in any dynamic environment. That's it from my side. Thank you.
So you too perfect, Aniseti. Like you are perfect in introduction part, but little bit. So while delivering the, like, for suppose you are talking about monitoring tool, so there is a little bit gap. So you said just repeat whatever you said, monitoring part.
Okay.
No, repeat it once again.
Yeah, and Grafana and visualization.
Okay, last part, whatever you said, right? You can repeat that.
Additional, I'm shell scripting to automate tasks and utilize Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring and visualization. My
Now it's
background
perfect for monitoring.
okay,
Then after there is a gap and visualization, like that you said
okay,
before. But now it's perfect.
okay, okay,
You are like you totally. It's okay, but little bit, right? You can change the script. So
okay.
so realm you are telling it is not uh, able, like it is not opposite person will not get the point, so you can skip that
Mm-hmm.
that part
Okay,
which you are using for Docker.
okay, okay.
So like that you can just edit that script and send it to me. Okay, if there is any correction,
Okay,
I will do it and I will share it to you. Let's
okay,
make
sure,
some
definitely.
modification in your script so that you will also get comfortable. So there will be some
Okay,
words are there which is you cannot able to speak. Let's remove that. Then you will able to easily manage the interview. If there are some words are there which is difficult for you as well as for the opposite person, which he
hmm.
cannot get what he is telling. So obviously we need to skip that.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Until now, whatever we have discussed on Jenkins, right? Mock interview. So that Jenkins mock interview is more than enough. Just follow that mock interview. Go to YouTube channel. Right, I already shown you in the playlist section. You can go through the Jenkins playlist. You to crack any interview on Jenkins. Even for Docker and Kubernetes, there is a playlist. Go through that. That is more than enough to crack any interview related to Docker and Kubernetes. I've given you a script for introduction part. That is clear. For technical part, we have discussed interview questions on everything. If you follow that, if they ask any questions on technical part, it will be clear. And coming to real-time project, I've shown already all total real-time projects. You just practice it and explain the same in the interview as well. So there is no need of any script for the project because whatever you have practiced, right, you have taken git, right, from code you have built the code. Okay, you have converted into a docker image, and that docker image will be you deployed into the Kubernetes using Argo CD. Then they will expect you how you have done it. They will try, they will go deep dive whatever you have done the project. So you need to practice it perfectly. So from today we will going to start Terraform. Sorry for that, I might not be available due to some busy schedule. So I will say sorry from my side, but definitely I will try my level best from tomorrow at the same time at exactly at 12 p.m. daily. I will try my level best. Even if I have a busy schedule, I will just avoid it and I will try to conduct a mock interviews daily at 12 p.m. Okay, and I know you are struggling for to get a job, but yeah, Aniseti and Ankit, let's make a target by next month. You to any one of you get a job. Okay, once we enter into December, there will be less openings. So by next month, please try to get a job. So let's make this Dasara to get a job. Okay, try your level best. You will definitely crack a job. You are perfect in everything. So why you will not get a job? So schedule an interview, attend an interview. Definitely, I can damn sure tell that you will get me a good news. So now shall we start the mock on Terraform?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I will share my screen so that you can able to see the questions clearly. So yeah, Habishat, you too. I forget to mention. Yeah, definitely you will. You too can able to crack. So first question: what is Terraform state and how do you manage it? State file in the Terraform. Whenever we are executing Terraform apply, right, in the backend, a state file will be created. So I'm asking about that. What is this Terraform state file and how you will manage that state file? If you know Terraform, right, you will easily answer this.
It keeps your infrastructure and makes the necessary changes when you update the infrastructure. To manage our stateful, we will be using S3 backend server because in S3 we have access control list and encryptions, and we will be locking it with DynamoDB.
Super.
yeah. In the Terraform state file, critical components in the Terraform records and infrastructure, current state has represented by Terraform configuration. It serves the follow the purpose.
So Anisati, you said whatever you said you are correct, but it's like you are just reading something. Okay, you need to improve it. You are
Okay.
perfect. You said you are correct. Whatever you said, you I'm not telling it's wrong, but it is clear that you are just reading it. I will do one thing. I will upload this mock interview. Don't forget to watch this mock interview again in the YouTube. Okay, then you will get it. So how you are performing, how you are answering compared to Abhishek or that whoever it may be. So So I might be like wrong according to you, but I'm telling the genuine feedback for yourself only. Okay, don't take it in negative way.
Okay, okay.
So whatever you are delivering, right, there is lag in between. Right? That's the reason you are not able to crack any interview. So Ankit, can you able to add something to this about Terraform state file?
No, we covered almost all the points.
Even though if they covered, you just tell it so that you will get confidence. So whatever they said, that you can repeat the same, no issues. What is Terraform state file? How
Yes,
you will manage that?
Terraform. Yes, Terraform state file is a like file about resources and the backend that is stored in S3 bucket.
Okay. So treat that opposite person is a kid. Okay,
Okay.
he don't know anything. So you need to tell in such a way he should understand. Okay, you said that state file you will kept in the backend.
Yes,
I didn't
S3.
get exact what point you want to tell. So what is state file? I don't know. What is backend? I don't know. So you said that you will keep that state file in the backend. Okay, I'm not
Uh,
clear. So if like for suppose if anyone asks me right what is Terraform state file, I will treat that opposite person as a kid. He don't know anything. I will tell actually whatever we will create right infrastructure. So everything whatever you have created, that history of changes will be stored as a JSON format in a text file, which is a TF state file will be generated. That is we call it as a state file. Nothing but whatever we create, that information will be stored in our state file. So coming to state file, how we will going to manage? So if we kept that state file in our local system, if there is some my if my laptop was get crashed, my state file will be
Crash.
gone.
Yes,
So
loss.
for our safety and for the company safety, what we will do, we will maintain the state file in remote server or
Remote.
remote like for suppose if I have my images, what I will do, I will keep my images not in my mobile, but I will store it in my Google Drive, so that even my mobile lost, I will having my images stored in my Google Drive. So I will just log into my account, I can able to see that images, right? Even though my mobile get lost, I'm in the safe position. And in the same way, same photos I can able to share with multiple people, right? They can able to see that photos. In the same way, as we are working in Terraform, we will work not independently, we will work with team. So we will maintain the state file in some central location, so that everyone can able to access it, and everyone can able to simultaneously work on that project. So everyone will have the same state file. Getting clear? Is there any doubt? You got clarity, right? In the next interview, whenever they
Yes, sir.
ask this question,
Yes, clear.
utilize
No.
this and answer. Shall we go to next question?
Yes.
Okay. Now you got it what is shapefile, but how do you manage multiple environments? There are development environment, staging environment, production environment, that too using Terraform.
By creating workspaces, we can manage multiple environments in Terraform. Each workspaces have, separate configuration and separate state files. And also one more thing, we can also modularize that. By modularizing it, also we can manage multiple environments.
Perfect, you are right, but you can speak a little bit slow, Abhishek. Okay. So whatever you are telling, it's perfect. But if you tell little bit slow, that opposite person will understand. You are going little bit fast, not at all too much fast, just little bit fast. You can just go little bit, you can reduce it. So whatever you are telling, it's your answer is right. Anisetti and Ankit, you can repeat the same answer, it's okay. Whatever Abhishek said, it's right. You try to answer it, you will get confidence in the next interview. If they ask right, you will easily answer it. You will, it is like a practice for you. Anisetti, go ahead.
Yeah, it is creating staging and different configurations.
Wrong. Ankit,
Yes. Shall I
so
answer?
how do you manage multiple environments in Terraform?
Uh, We will like. Can you please show the question once again?
Yeah. How do you manage
Uh,
multiple environments
yes.
in Terraform?
I, I will maintain multiple environments in the Terraform like dev, staging, and prod with the help of workspaces. Uh, and apart from that, I will also use modules, and I will like whenever there is a need, I will utilize those modules
Super.
for the
Aniseti,
different
whatever he
workspaces.
said, you got it. How he said, you how you are said. Just compare.
Okay.
So then, right in the mock interview itself, you will get it the difference. So now next same question, Ankit. What are Terraform modules? How do you they help manage large infrastructure? So you just now discuss about Terraform modules. So I'm giving you a chance. What is Terraform modules? What is the
Like
use of that?
dev, yes, dev, prod, and staging area, uh, and for that we create modules.
I'm not
Uh,
asking about the environments or dev or prod or staging. I'm asking what is
yes,
Terraform modules, how it is helping you. That's it.
uh, like whenever there is a need, we will use those modules in our Terraform file, and we will execute that.
Super. But you can explain little bit in understanding format. I told you right, opposite person is a kid. He don't know anything. You need to
Okay.
explain. So you said you will utilize that modules. So what is that
Yes.
modules? How that modules will be created? How right? You said that
Yes.
yeah, I will utilize that modules. You are get but opposite person doesn't know anything, right? What is module?
Yes.
He doesn't know. You need to explain that. Abhishek, can you will try?
Modules are basically used in the reusability of codes. Hello?
Yes, yes. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Modules are basically used in reusability of code. I mean, you can actually define a module in one place, and you can import by importing that. You can also by just changing the variables. You need to you can use it. That's it.
Super. So Ankit, compared to you, right? Abhishek has tried his best to explain the concept.
Yes. Yes.
So I will not say that I completely understand whatever Abhishek said, but 50% I got it. What he is telling.
Yes. I missed the point that by using these modules, we can
See, one thing
enhance
was
the
reusability he has mentioned.
yes. Yes.
That is
Reuse.
that is 50% satisfied with this question answer.
Yes. Modules enhances the reusability of the code.
Yes. So shall we go to the
Main
next
conf
question? Yeah, Aniseti, you want to add something?
yeah, main configuration file, variable file, and output files.
Okay, variable files and output file.
Main configuration file, main.tf.
Okay.
It is reusable modules.
So Ankit and Abhishek, did you get like whatever Aniseti said? I didn't get like what he want to tell exactly.
He's trying to explain in the main file. We will be importing that, and we will be declaring all the variables and values.
Yes.
You know Terraform. That's the reason you got it. What he said. But treat that the opposite interviewer is not a technical person. So he is a manager. Will he get it? Whatever Aniseti said.
No.
Ankit and Abhishek. The way of communication and deliver, like just focus on how he is presenting the answer. So give him the feedback like that.
Okay.
Abhishek. Okay, let's continue to the next question. How do you handle secrets in Terraform? Aniseti, just now you repeated that, you can utilize that. So how do you handle secrets in Terraform?
Okay.
So you said main.tf. Another one you said something, right? You can utilize that. Using that you can create a secrets. What is that? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, I'm asking for you itself. How do you maintain these secrets? How do you handle the secrets in Terraform? So you said right previously what you said. What are the files you have mentioned?
Yes, and main configuration file and variable file and output
Yes.
files.
Next question, like what you said, main of after main.
Variables.
Super. So you can utilize that variable to maintain your secrets, right?
Okay. Yes.
You can pass variable from command line, the password, whatever it may be. So that in the main code you will
Got
not
it.
add anything. You will just give the variable. Getting my point? Like
Yes.
that you can maintain your
Yes,
secrets. Am I right or wrong?
You are correct.
you are
Okay.
right.
So Abhishek,
Yeah, secrets are used to source sensitive information in Terraform, such as passwords, API auth tokens, and we will be storing our secrets in HashiCorp Vault.
no, no, like what I've asked
Yeah, I got it.
whatever I said, is it right or
Yes,
not?
yes, yes.
Okay, how do you define dependencies between resources in Terraform?
By using depends on
Super, you are right. How do you import existing infrastructure into Terraform?
Terraform import command.
Super, you are right.
Terraform init.
Sorry,
Terraform init.
what is Terraform init?
It's an import command.
No, you are wrong.
No, no,
It
it's wrong.
initializes the it initializes the plugin and prepares our environment. The Terraform init command.
Yes.
Okay.
So sixth question is completed, right? Yeah, import. How do you handle resource drift in Terraform? It is little
What is
bit confusing question, but
what is resource drift?
sorry,
No, no, what is resource drift? I mean, some other alternative term for it.
that will we will discuss after the like after completing all questions. Answers will you will get after the completing of all. If you know the answer, try it. If you don't know the answer, I will going to reveal in few
No,
minutes.
I'm not asking the answer. I'm just asking the alternative terms of a resource drift.
So you cannot ask the interviewer. Okay. So treat me that I'm doing interview. So you cannot answer like ask him. So tell me the alternative word like that. Okay. So you need to try from your side. Okay. Getting my point? It's very simple. I will show you the answer. Then you will get it. There is no alternative things and all. Okay. If I tell you the alternative things and all, it will be get habituated for everything, and there is no any alternative for even every question. Okay. How do you use data sources in Terraform?
Terraform data sources are used to get the values in our from our AWS side. Using data source, will be get it is used to get and fetch the values in simple terms.
Okay. So Ankit and Anishati, like I'm feeling that Abhishek like voice was little bit low. Is it the same for you as well?
Yes.
No, no. He's from east side's voice is very slow. Yours voice is very good.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's what I'm expecting. Yeah, Abhishek, from the past 2 to 3 mock interviews, right? Your voice was little bit low, and I'm not exactly getting you like whatever you are telling, it's perfect, but your voice was not at all good. Because if you maintain the same for real interview as well, right, it will create a bad impact. That is the reason I'm just telling. So you are just speaking from your mobile, or did you have any headset?
Laptop, laptop open mic.
Open mic. Okay, try to maintain some headset, right? There is
Okay,
some
okay.
like Ankit voice was super perfect. Unsetty voice also perfect. There is some echo, like you there will be little bit low voice. You are not, I'm not telling you are not perfect. The device which you are using, right, there is an issue with the device. Okay.
Okay, okay.
How do you create reusable infrastructure components in Terraform? So anyone watching this
By
video on
modular.
YouTube, right? If you are looking for real-time DevOps training, so you can see here a mobile number was displayed or WhatsApp. You can ping me on WhatsApp and enroll for real-time classes daily 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. IST. We will be having a classes Indian time. Okay, so new batch will be going to start every month. So you can ping me on WhatsApp. You can get all the details of the training. So anyone want to try? How do you create reusable infrastructure components in Terraform?
By modularizing it, we can create the reusable infrastructures, right?
Sorry,
No, no. By modularizing it,
what is Terraform taint command? When would you use it?
if you
Last
wanted to
question.
delete your resources, you can use Terraform taint.
Super, you are right. Ankit, Aniseti, do you want to add something?
No.
Terraform command is particularly used for the object that has been degraded or damaged.
Super, you are also right. If something is not working, if you want to recreate, right, you can use Terraform taint. Perfect. Shall we check the answers for all the questions?
Yes.
Okay. So detailed 10 real-time Terraform interview questions with real-life examples. What is Terraform state and how do you manage it? Terraform state is used to map real-world resources to your configuration, track metadata and improve performance for large infrastructures. It stores information about resources created by Terraform, allowing it to track changes between infrastructure deployment. I told you, right, whatever you create in Terraform, that information will be stored in this state file so that you can track the changes, what exactly was created. So in this example, you will configure Terraform to store state files remotely in an S3 bucket and use DynamoDB for state locking to prevent race conditions during simultaneous updates. So AWS S3, right, is like a Google Drive itself. You will store your state file in your AWS S3. Okay, why DynamoDB coming into this picture? Okay, you will utilize the state file. Nothing but there are 10 people working in your company. So if 10 people execute Terraform apply at the same time, so will it make a problem or not?
Yes, it will create conflicts.
So to avoid that conflict, we will use a DynamoDB as well along with state file. So that what DynamoDB will do, DynamoDB will lock. If I am executing Terraform apply, right, he will lock the Ankit, Anisetti and Abhishat. Three people, he will lock it. So after completing of my execution, he will give you any one of you. Okay, now he will give the chance to Ankit. Now me, right, I will be locked, Abhishek will be locked, Anseti will be locked. After completing of execution of Ankit, he will give to another person. So first come on first basis. So if you executed first, okay, you will give you a chance to execute Terraform apply. Like that, DynamoDB will help us. Getting my point? So
Yes.
DynamoDB for state locking to prevent race conditions during simultaneous updates. So this is the TF files, right? Provider AWS region, right? If I want to create an EC2 instance, this is the resource block. Okay, this is the backend syntax. S3, your bucket name. Okay, your state file where you want to store, in which region you want to store, and what is the DynamoDB table name. You need to create the DynamoDB table. Okay, you need to create the S3 bucket as well. You need to give that bucket name. Getting my point? Is there any confusion? If you know Terraform, you should not have that confusion.
Yes.
So what is the practice you need to do? Configure your AWS credentials. How you will configure AWS credential? AWS configure. Apply the configuration and check if the state file is saved in the S3 bucket. Use Terraform plan to see how the state file tracks changes. So then after I've asked you how do you manage multiple environments in Terraform. So Terraform can manage multiple environments using workspaces or by creating separate configurations with different variable files. Workspaces allow you to manage different environments with the same configuration by maintaining multiple state files. So in this example, we will create and switch between workspaces for dev, staging, and prod environment. If you see, this is the my main.tf file. Okay, provider AWS. I want to create an EC2 instance. There in the tag I have given workspace. In the output, I am displaying the instance ID. Okay, if you see, if I give terraform.workspace, it will execute in the, if I am using dev workspace, it will execute this in the dev workspace. If I am using stage workspace, it will execute this in the stage. Okay, in the place of terraform workspace, it will replace with the dev tag. Okay, practice, create a new workspace, terraform workspace new dev. So by using this command, a new workspace will be created. So you can execute terraform apply. So in that particular workspace, this EC2 instance will be created. If you want to create one more workspace, terraform workspace new test workspace. Okay, terraform apply. Then this EC2 instance will be created on the test workspace. So wherever you are sitting in that workspace, it will be created. Simple. Workspace is nothing but your working environment. So if you are working for Hyderabad location, you will sit in the Hyderabad office. If you are working in Bangalore, you will sit in the Bangalore office. Yes or no? So if you want to create switch
Yes.
from one workspace to another workspace, how you will do that? Do you know the command? Terraform workspace select workspace name. So you need to be perfect on tools. Okay, what are Terraform modules?
Yes.
How do they help manage large infrastructure? That is the question I have asked. Terraform modules are reusable components that group related resources together. They help manage large infrastructure by breaking configuration into smaller manageable parts that can be reusable across different projects or environments. Real life example, create and use simple Terraform module. Okay, in this example, you will create a module to provision an EC2 instance and reuse it multiple environments. Module structure. In the modules, I will create a folder called as EC2 instance. In that folder, I have kept main.tf, output.tf, variable.tf. Okay. So if you see main.tf, I will give the resource block. In the variable, I will give variable. Right. In the output, I will give the output. Nothing but I am dividing my file. If you observe here, in the same file, I have written provider resource output. If you maintain separate files, right, separately for everything, it is in a understandable format. Okay, if I go and check, right, okay, this is output information, this is variables, this is main file, getting, even it is in structure format. Getting my point? And you can give this folder to someone else. Okay, you can call this module folder and execute. So using the module, okay, module source. Okay, I can give this EC2 instance folder to my friend or colleague. He simply keep that path and he will just give my instance name. So automatically you no need to write this TF files again. He can reuse my TF files, my friend or my colleague, whoever it may be. Getting my point? That is the use of modules. So create a module, practice, create a module for an EC2 instance, use the module to deploy EC2 instance in different environments by changing the variables. Validate that the module works in both staging and production environment. Getting my point? This is what you need to explain in the interview.
Yes.
It's okay. I will update this in GitHub, right? You know, as you have enrolled, I will provide the class notes, right?
Okay,
Sorry,
sure.
not class notes. It's a interview questions where if you go to github.com/devops, it is private. I hope you all got it right. DevOps mock interview. Okay,
I
all
think
mock
I'm not
interview
able.
questions are available. So day 42. Now we are
Okay.
discussing day 43, right? I will update the day
Okay.
43 after this interview. So just
Okay, sure.
if you see day 42, let me show that with question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. So this is regarding Kubernetes. So I'm giving the files as well, so that it's your right. I cannot able to push you right to do thing. You are not a kid, so I'm providing everything so that it's your responsibility to go through it, right? Practice it, right? Note down, do practice. in the interview, whenever they ask, utilize and answer. Okay, it's okay. In the mock interview, you will fail, but after attending mock interviews, you need to realize, you need to check the answers. In the real interview, you should not sit idle. That is the point we are conducting mock interviews. Let's go. How do you handle secrets in Terraform? So secrets should be stored securely using environmental variables, secret management tools like AWS Secrets Manager, or encrypted backends. Terraform supports sensitive variables to prevent the leakage of sensitive information in logs or outputs. Okay, you can use the variables as well, right? So in this example, you will use sensitive variables for managing sensitive data like database passwords, right? Variable description, type sensitive true, variable db user, type default. You can give the default username as well, and description, type, and is it sensitive? You can maintain. If you use sensitive, it will take it as a sensitive. Okay, provider main.tf. You did I given default value for db password? No, because while executing Terraform apply, I will give minus var db password equal to, I will pass from terminal. Getting my point? Username it's
Yes.
okay, I can relieve. Username is common, but password you should not reveal directly in the variable, right? If you see in the variable, I given default value as admin. Did I given default value here? No, I will not give. Why I need to give? It will be leaked. If I push this to my source code repository like Git, it will be available, right? So like
Yes.
this, if you want to protect your secrets, you can use variable concept. Getting my point? Okay, it's okay. In this interview, you will not able to answer it, but in real time interview, can you able to tell at least this answer? It's okay. They might
Yes.
expect you someone else like, do you know AWS secret manager? No, doesn't matter. If you know, if you can able to answer even one thing, right, he will be happy for that. So provider, right, I will going to create a AWS RDS instance. I'm giving the username as variable, password is also as a variable. I'll directly pass the username variable value in my variable block. Password I will not give it. So if you see, you can use the tf vars as well in your local system. Okay, or you can use while passing the command line, you can pass that value minus var, or you can use tf vars as a tf vars as well. It's okay. So how do you define dependencies? I hope you know about this tf vars variable concept in Terraform. How do you define dependencies between resources in Terraform? Obviously, you will use depends on argument. Okay, if you say provider AWS resource AWS security group, okay, AWS instance, I have given depends on security group. What is the meaning of this? Nothing but it will create the EC2 security group. It will wait until the security group is created. After security group is created, then only it will create the EC2 instance. Why like that? Because EC2 instance is using security group, right? If there is no security group is available, how EC2 instance will be created? It will fail or not?
It will fail.
Because it is depending on this is this. That's the reason I given depends on. So that's the reason, right, I asked you how do you define dependencies between resources. So EC2 instance is depending upon the security group. At that time you can use depends on. So once it is created, then only it will be created.
Okay.
How do you import existing infrastructure into Terraform? So you can use Terraform import command. So in this example, you will import an existing S3 bucket into your Terraform configuration. Nothing but there will be a situation where you will create a resources manually in going through UI. Okay, at that time, whatever you have created manually, that history of changes, if you want to maintain that in your state file, how you will do that? You can use the Terraform import. So if you see resource, right, bucket name, then you can use Terraform import AWS S3 bucket dot example bucket. Okay, and whatever the bucket you have created, right, in UI, you will get the bucket ID, right? You can give that ID here. Then that information will be stored in your state file. That's it. Getting my point? Because whenever you execute Terraform apply, it will compare the changes in your state file. So if the information is not present in the state file, what it will do, it will try to create that infrastructure. How do you handle resource drift in Terraform? So resource drift occurs when the actual state of resources diverges from Terraform state file, usually due to manual changes. Terraform detects drift using Terraform plan, and you can reconcile it by running Terraform apply to bring it the state in sync. Real life example, detecting and correcting resource drift. In this example, you will manage modify an AWS resource and use Terraform to detect and correct the drift. Okay, nothing but whatever you have in the manually, right? You create one resource using Terraform. Okay, due to some manual intervention, you have done some changes in the UI part. Okay, that will be detected, right? Whenever you execute Terraform apply, it will show, it will just compare with your real infrastructure. It will show, hey, there is a tag changed from UI. Okay, like that real life example. So you will just change your configuration file. Like for suppose I have changed some tag in the UI web server. As there I have given web server, right? Web servers, there I have given web servers. So whenever I execute Terraform apply, it will just show the same, right? Resource drift occurs when the actual state of resource diverges from Terraform state file, usually due to manual changes. Terraform detect drift using Terraform plan, and you can reconcile it by running Terraform apply. So while executing Terraform apply, you can change that issues. That is it, Terraform drift. That's it. Not more than that. So apply the configuration to create an EC2 instance. Manually change the instance type in the AWS console. So run a Terraform plan to detect the drift and Terraform apply to correct it. How do you use Terraform data sources in Terraform? Sorry, in data sources in Terraform. Data sources allows Terraform to query information about resources that are not managed by Terraform and but still needed in your configuration. Real life example, query an existing VPC and create a subnet. In this example, you will use a data source to fetch the existing VPC and create a new subnet within it. Nothing but AWS VPC was already created in AWS account. Now I want to create a subnet on in that particular VPC. So I need to get the VPC ID or not. So you can use the
Yes.
utilize the data source. So if you say provider AWS data AWS VPC default true, resource AWS subnet default subnet VPC ID data dot AWS VPC dot default dot ID. I'm getting this ID using this data block. Okay, default through nothing but yes, use the default VPC. Okay, get the ID of this VPC ID so that I will use that VPC ID to create my subnet. So apply the configuration and observe how Terraform covers the existing VPC, modify the CIDR block and reapply to create a new subnet. How do you create reusable infrastructure components in Terraform? So Terraform modules allows you to create reusable infrastructure components by grouping related resources into the single configuration that can reuse across environments. In this example, you will create a reusable module for an AWS security group. Okay, module security group main.tf, resource AWS security group name. So in ingress, egress, incoming traffic, outgoing traffic, security group variables.tf, module web.sg module slash security group name, description, ingress. So apply the configuration to create a security group, modify the module to handle different ingress ports and reuse it with multiple environment. If you say I have used this module security group, okay, name web.sg, this is the main configuration file. I given the ingress 80 port. For other environment I want, right, 8080 port. I can use the same module, right? But I will just change the main file. That's it. I will use the same module folder itself. According to the environment, I will change the values. For my dev environment, I want ingress as 80. For other environment, I want ingress as 8080, 22, whatever it may be. I will change the port. The same value, ingress is same, right? Because I use it as a variable. That value will be replaced, whatever the value I have given. That is the practice. Modify the module to handle different ingress ports and reuse it multiple environments. What is Terraform taint command? When would you use it? So Terraform taint command marks a resource as needing but to be destroyed and recreated during the next Terraform apply. Right, in the next Terraform apply it will recreate it. So this is the main.tf file, provider resource So using Terraform taint, you can give the resource type and the resource name to mark the instance for replacement. Whenever I use Terraform apply, only that particular AWS instance will be recreated. So this is this mock day 23, sorry, day 43, day 44 and day 45 already available. Okay, now we have discussed 10 questions. So there are more 40 questions I already prepared on only Terraform itself. So will this 50 questions is not enough to crack any interview of Terraform? Yes or no? Definitely it is helpful. So I
Yes.
can confidently tell whatever the questions we are discussing, only that questions only you will get in the real interview. You will not get out of it. Okay, if you get out of it, I will stop training right away. I can
Okay,
tell
sir.
this confidently. It's your job to follow this, right? I am already updating this video in the YouTube and providing the question and answers via GitHub. Okay, like this, no one will going to provide. Your only job was to practice, 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 attend interviews, attend mock interviews, okay, and revise the concepts. Yes, as a human being, we'll forget, but you need to revise it. Then only you will able to. You need to work hard. There is no other option. Only work by working hard and attending mocks. Then like this only you will able to crack a job because market is not at all good. It's very critical, right? If there is a more demand, there is a more supply. If there is a less demand, there will be less supply. So obviously the expectation will be more. Opposite person will expect a lot, right? If there is less demand, obviously he want more knowledge from a candidate. He will expect multiple skills and he will expect an expert. If the market is super, right, even if you have a basic knowledge, you will easily crack a job. But market is not at all good. Obviously they will expert a person who is an expert in their company because they will not found any person who is an expert in the real in the real company. That's the reason they will hire a candidate so that they will just think about the benefit of their themselves itself. So that's it for today. I will just stop the recording.
Sir, by when will you upload this recording?